Ralph just came in and told me the most disgusting subway story I've ever heard in my life.
Really? What was it?
Worse than any of ours.
What happened?
All right, check this out. So he was coming in this morning by subway.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should tell. Well, maybe I better tell. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
All right. So he goes. He takes the subway in because he lives in Jersey, and you just hop on the subway and you come right into the city. It's convenient. How long does it take you to get in?
Like a half an hour, within a half an hour from my house.
Yeah. You know, no parking, no nothing. You don't have to do anything. Walks right to the subway. On the subway, sits down next to this guy. And what was the guy, like a homeless guy?
No, you know, he just kind of looked like an old guy, kind of bent over, and he had like a jacket on, but he didn't look like a real nasty kind of homeless guy, you know?
Right.
I figured, I could
You
sit
would have
next to
stayed
him.
away from him, otherwise.
Yeah, I could sit next to him.
So Ralph sort of, New York radar goes up and he goes, you know, I don't know, this guy looks like he's going to puke or something.
I start reassessing the situation.
Yeah, he says, you know, what am I sitting next to this guy for? Because he looks like he's going to vomit, you know, and I don't want to be near him.
How crowded is this?
It was so crowded. I had to, you know, and I was tired. I just wanted to sit down, you know. And
when you get on a crowded subway and there's only one seat open,
there's a reason.
There's a reason.
Right.
Yeah, no one wants to sit near the guy.
Yeah. Well.
So Ralph sat down, and as he's sitting there, he goes, you know what, maybe I better just stand. So he starts walking away from the guy, and he takes a look back at the guy, and he realizes feces all over the guy's pants, right?
Oh,
like on his side, like underneath his leg, like underneath him. I could see it just sticking out a little bit.
And so Ralph's going, oh my God.
I could smell something. I'm like, you know what?
So Ralph's going, oh my God, you know, like maybe, he said, I hope I don't get any feces on me. Ralph looks down on his sweatpants, covered in feces.
Are you kidding? It was all over the seat.
It was on the side of my leg, and I just like freaked. I was like,
fecal matter.
I'm like in a garbage pail, like gagging, almost throwing. I ran off that subway.
He went to a store, he ripped off his pants, and bought a new pair of sweatpants.
And like the ladies looking at me weird because I put the new ones on, you know. And
yeah, you immediately wanted to wear your new
they
sweatpants.
probably thought that I had like some kind of problem.
And what'd you do with the old ones?
I like pooped my pants.
Where'd you do with the old ones?
I put them in a bag. It's like my favorite sweatpants. I'm not going to throw them away.
Oh, you're kidding. You're keeping
I'd burn them, man.
I can't. I you know what? They're like my, you know. It's like,
I don't care.
They make another.
You know what? But I ran in here.
But when you walked in the store, did you smell and everything? And like, did the people in the subway realize
I had to stop at a deli.
The people in the subway couldn't have warned you? I guess not.
I don't think they knew. And
I'm sure they did.
And I ran out of the street.
They're waiting for somebody.
I mean,
to
it was.
And how much feces
it was
on you?
clumped on my leg.
Oh my God!
I had to get I went into a deli and got napkins and like wiped it off.
And then you washed your hands at home.
Oh yeah. And then it's the most disgusting thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
Oh my God!
That's the worst. You're right. That's the worst one.
That's the worst subway
all
story
I can
ever.
think about today is like, that's it.
And what's the Scott DePace duty story that everyone's telling me? What?
He maybe like Einziger should tell you, but he walked in some like.
This is terrible.
He walked in like Brian sitting back there going, What's that smell? And, you know, DePace has got his big, thick legs up, you know. DePace is all big and fat, and he's got his big legs up sitting on the table. And Brian's like, what's that? Brian's like nodding off. He's like, what's that smell?
What happened here?
Hey, she stepped in dog too?
No,
yeah. I got a dog.
Oh,
you have a dog?
Yeah, got it, I don't know, 2 months ago. And it's early in the morning. I got to take him out before I come here.
Oh, you got dog crap on your feet?
He had it on his feet for 4 hours and didn't tell anybody.
Like he knew it. You knew it?
He has a gimp leg and he couldn't get to it.
That's not true. But dude, take your shoes off.
No, listen, I was in the car driving in, and I thought I smelled something. I wasn't sure. Nothing I could do in the car while I'm driving, so I get to work here. I look at my left shoe. It's not there. Try to look at my right shoe, and I can't bend it because of my knees.
Right. And he had a knee operation. Yeah.
Like an old man.
So I looked kind of, I saw about half of it. I didn't see it there, so I figured it wasn't there. So then I'm just sitting in the control with my feet 4 hours later.
What do you think? He always has his feet up. Yeah, that's why he's directing our show.
No.
Yeah, come on, dude.
And Brian's sleeping.
Brian's napping.
Yeah.
Why is Brian napping during my show? And why is my
commercial break?
And why does my director have his feet up?
It was a commercial break.
What does Brian do that he's napping?
I don't even know what Brian does.
He does the robotic cameras.
He does?
Yeah.
And he can sleep through that?
No.
It's easy.
No. Not when it's
I was on the phone with Kathy yesterday editing Stuttering John questions. I fell asleep on the phone. I was just doing. I clicked my eyes over and I just passed out.
See, that's the same way Brian works.
I guess.
So Scott's got his big, thick, like haunches up on the chair, you know.
Yeah.
And Brian, as opposed to your skinny haunches. What is that?
You know what I always thought Brian did? I thought he was in charge of donuts. I didn't know he did that.
So
Can
Brian,
you believe Ralph sat in human duty?
Ralph was so traumatized when he got here that he wasn't able to have a conversation with us. He was almost shaking.
Don't you want to bathe or something?
Yeah, I took off all. I mean, it didn't get on anything else, but I took off the rest of my clothes and got some stuff from the people.
Hey, no offense, dude. I don't even want to be near you. Go home. Yeah, really.
We don't need your services.
First of all, you know the guy's real ill. What? You know the guy was real ill if he has duty all over. How does it get on his? How did it?
I don't even want to think about it.
How did it get on the side of the chair?
I don't know. I mean, he had his jacket on. He had this big overcoat on.
How did the duty get on the chair?
Were his pants kind of down?
Do you think he maybe went to the bathroom on the chair and then
sat on it or something? Pushed it around?
That's what I figure.
I don't know. It's too weird. Ralph, Subway is so weird.
It wasn't like...
Well, they told me they had cleaned it up.
Yeah, not this guy. And this is at rush hour.
Ralph, did you tell him that you were only expecting him to vomit, like you thought he was just going to vomit?
Yeah, I thought we're going to get up because the guy might throw up.
Oh, my God.
You wish it, bro.